Hello everybody!
Hello!
So finally,
The time has come!
the time has come for what?
A holiday!
For a holiday. And where are we going?
To Goa!
To Goa. Okay.
We're
So,
going to say it and we're going to go in Sunrise.
yes. Okay, so this is our first holiday in our own vehicle that we're going, okay? In India, okay? The last time we went to Goa, we went on a bus,
Yes.
okay? And the bus ride was kind of rough.
Yes.
They drive quite fast in that, so it's not a very comfortable drive, especially going with little ones. So yeah, because Liam got a little bit motion sickness in that, so that really wasn't a nice experience for us. So we got a car, and now we're gonna go through. Which car do we have?
A VW.
A VW Polo
Like
TSI.
I said, yes.
And what color?
It's red.
Sunset
And
red.
it is in a V and a W.
Yes, it does. Okay, so we are going to take a different route than what the normal route is, what everybody takes. And the route is going from Bangalore through Shimoga, where we're going to pass all the Jog Falls. Then we're going to go to Hunavar, and then from Hunavar we're going to go to Gokarna, and Gokarna to Goa, which is our end final destination.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to put the link with the map down in the description for you guys so you can see. The road that is usually taken to Goa is, there's a lot of roadworks going on, and it's mainly because of a lot of rain that was happening over the last month or so from Hyderabad side. So there's a lot of roadworks, and there's a lot of delays on the road, so we didn't want to take that route. And I think it's also slightly longer than the one that we're taking now. But yeah. So we're going to make a nice road trip out of this. It is now currently 8:15 in the evening. Mommy and Daddy's just quickly going to have a quick dinner. Kiddies have already eaten. So we're just going to have a quick, very light dinner because you don't want to have something heavy that you've eaten and you feel uncomfortable as you drive. So we had something very light, which is just some rice and some dal. Yeah, because you don't want to feel sick in the car. That's not nice.
You also have safety rules.
Yes.
Even
Okay,
though
yeah.
children sit at the back, you still need to follow safety rules. The first one is do not distract the driver. That is very dangerous.
Yes, and that is very important.
Yes. The second one is always wear a seat belt.
Definitely.
That's
you have
also
to wear
dangerous.
seatbelts.
And also,
It's not dangerous.
yes, it is.
If
When
you don't wear one, it is
yeah,
dangerous.
when you suddenly stop and then
Yes,
you go
then you
back.
can go forward. Yes.
Then there's another thing I want to say. If you want to keep yourself busy, then you can color or read. But if you travel during the night, it's better for you to rest so that you are charged and you're rested, and then you're fully awake in the morning.
Yes, that's true. Okay, and then also, while you are traveling, especially traveling with kids, is always to have snacks with you. Okay,
Yes.
because there isn't always places open where you can stop and get something quickly to snack on. And also for us, living as foreigners in India, we don't always eat all the food that is on the side of the road because they're quite spicy. So we usually just tend to take something like snacks.
Yeah.
We've got a few little snacks here. We've got just some juices, which is some Pepsi and some Fanta.
2 large boxes. This has the food
Yeah.
that we're going to take.
So that is just some spreads and things for some bread. And this is for Daddy to keep him awake during the night. And then we've got some juices, and we've got some yogurts.
I like the blueberry.
Yes, he's got the
The
blueberry.
The one that has other colors doesn't. That's
Yeah, he doesn't like all the other flavors. He likes the blueberry flavor. Then we've just got some.
mango flavor.
Yes.
The ones with smiley face doesn't have slices. The ones that doesn't have smiley face have slices
Cool.
of fruits. He doesn't like
Just fruits. There's no vegetables in yogurt. There's only fruit. Okay. And then we've got some fruit, which is some bananas, and we've got some bread that we're going to take with, and some chips or some crisps that you call them, Doritos. And then also for Mommy and Daddy, we've got some dried fruits.
Yeah.
It's just something to nibble on as you're
I
driving.
also like dry fruits.
Yes.
Where is the bread?
It's in the bag.
Yeah, I just now kept it there.
He didn't see it because if he sees it, he'll eat it.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And then also one more thing. There's something that has to be done always before you travel on a long road, is to do
A pre-check
a pre-check.
on
Okay.
your vehicle.
Yes. So what does a pre-check entail? What is it about?
You have to check the lights, the brakes, the oils, the steering wheel.
Yes. Okay, so generally when you do a pre-check, especially if your vehicle hasn't gone for a service in a while, is to take it to your service center. In South Africa, they call it a pre-holiday check. Okay, and that is just where they do like a general quick check of the vehicle to see that everything's in running order, that you've got enough oil in the engine, that your tire pressure is right, that your brakes are working properly. So it's just a basic quick little check that they do just to ensure that your vehicle is safe to travel with on long distances. Which is important. Okay. Was that it?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll keep you guys updated as we go along with our journey. And we'll catch up like every about 100 kilometers or so. We'll let you guys know where we are, what we've seen, which won't be much because we're traveling in the night, but we'll be able to tell you guys like what the road conditions are like and that. And funny bunny. I know your teeth is not there, it hasn't been there for a while. So we'll keep you guys updated. So stay tuned and then we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so we're all set, we're in the car. It's kind of dark in the back. But we're all in the car. Daddy's driving.
And we are way out the back going race.
We are on our way to go. Yeah, that's.
And we're on Sunset Red.
Yes, we're on Sunset Red.
Not on, I mean.
Yeah, in.
Inside.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay, so we are all set, we're in the car. And kids on the back, all cuddled in their blankets already.
And we're ready.
Daddy's ready for driving.
Sunset.
And we're ready in our Sunset Red vehicle to drive all the way to Goa. It's now going to be 9 o'clock in the evening. How far was it? It was 5 hours to?
5.5 hours to Shimoga.
Okay, so it's 5.5 hours
Yeah,
to
see my
Shimoga.
father. I see Daddy's also here.
Yeah, Daddy's also here. Usually he's not in the videos because he's generally at work. So we'll keep you guys posted. One thing, keep masks. We've got two masks. We've got 2 masks for everyone. Get it on here. We've got 2 masks for everyone, so we each have our own mask. We've got hand sanitizer in the car, and yeah, we've got our things all set and ready. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we've just left home about 5 minutes ago, and this is the traffic that we are getting at Highline in Bangalore. And this is at night. I think everybody's gone back from work, or everybody's going out at this point in time. Okay, well, yeah, going back home because hours are different here. Yeah, so everybody's going home from the north. So this is the traffic that we're facing here. But as soon as we're out of Bangalore, I'm sure the roads will be a lot smoother and a lot quieter. So this is the first toll gate. As you can see, it's quite busy. There's lots of vehicles. Everybody's going back to their natives, villages, and there's lots of various festivals going on at this point in time because it's a festival season. Diwali's coming up, and there's different kind of pujas. So everybody is moving out to go back. We've just gotten out of the tolls. It took us about 10 minutes to move through there. There's still a bit of traffic, but it's not as heavy traffic as what it was before we hit the tolls. And we'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so it started raining a little bit this side where we're at. Started to get a little bit of rain at this point in time. And as you can see, there's loads of trucks and buses on the road. Got to the second toll gate. Huge speed bumps in the road to make sure that you go slow. And it's busy once again. So which way are we going to go? second toll, and we didn't have to pay because we paid in the first toll. So it's weird how that works. But
Some people
yeah, because there's some.
after that too.
Yeah, it depends on how you get onto this main road.
The next,
Yeah, so this toll is till
the
the
next town.
next town. So it depends whether you've paid at the previous toll or where you've gotten through onto this highway. Okay, here the roads are really nice that we're going through now. There's some road reflectors, especially when you're going through the bends. But smooth driving, it's clear. There's still just a lot of trucks and buses on the road,
That's the night.
but that you usually get in the night as well. And when driving at night in India, you have to be super aware because people just drive, they just change lanes, or they don't have backlights working. So it kind of makes it a bit difficult with visibility. Yeah, as you can see there in front, they've got the reflectors on their backs, but they don't have any lights. So, or the reflectors are covered, or they're painted or whatever, so you can't really see them. So you just have to be really aware and awake when you're driving, especially at night, like I said, just to ensure that you keep safe distance and that you know how people are swapping and changing lanes. We've just reached our third toll. It's not as busy as the previous ones. Speed bumps. I don't know which one's cash. Buses, trucks. So, this is a brand new truck, one of Liam's favorite things. Yeah, as Noel said, it looks like a toy. It does. We'll ask Liam what it is. I think it's a digger, eh? Like he calls it. An excavator. So we've just passed the third toll, and we got charged 40 rupees. Oh wow, these are huge bumps here. And this is gonna go straight through to Bangalore. Passing Tumkur, and we are going towards Shimoga. Most section of the highways in India pass through little, what do you call them?
Towns.
Little towns, just small towns, small villages. So the highway runs straight through them. So you just have to be a little bit aware of where you're going and just slowing down a bit. As people just cross, animals cross. So it's just to be a little bit more aware and cautious of your surroundings.
Next town that will be coming is Chitradurga.
The next town that we'll be coming into is Chitradurga. These names are something to get used to. We've passed through Tumkur and we're traveling still. Those roads are still very busy actually. Not jam-packed busy, but there's still a lot of trucks. There's still a lot of buses. We haven't seen too many buses now. Buses have quieted down, but its majority is trucks. There's also a lot of vehicles on the road as well. So yeah, and yeah, it is definitely quite busy. So this is our fourth toll gate that we've reached. You can see still very, very busy. Lots of trucks still. See even that side from this side.
Find a lot of trucks in the night.
Yeah, there's loads and loads of trucks going through the night, which is normal for them to drive because they don't really go through the day.
Transportation is done by trucks.
Yeah, majority of the transportation is done. Let's go for the bubble. Oh! That was a triple bump. Triple. We just had to take a diversion from, which one was it? NH48 onto TH Road. So this is a road that is not an actual fact highway. Well, it's a highway. It's a single lane highway. It takes to Durga, sorry, Chitradurga. Because it's on the way to Shimoga. So it's quite dark, there's no lights. So I have to be, yeah, you can see the roads are quite clear, it's smooth, it's not bad condition at all. So we are still on the TH road, and this is very narrow. It almost basically looks like a single lane, and it's not in such a great condition to drive. There's luckily a bit of a mud shoulder on the side here, but you have to be very careful driving here. Say again? Yeah, it's not broad enough for two vehicles to pass at the same time. So you just have to be careful and patient in driving this road. And this is probably what we're going to get later on as well, when we go through a bit of a jungle situation. Okay, yeah, so maybe till Shimoga then we'll
Let's see, we'll keep updated as we
Yeah.
see the condition.
as we're driving, we'll keep you guys updated and we'll know what it will look like. Go slow. We've had a stretch of road where it was bad condition, and then when that bad condition was over, the road looked quite like this. But then every now and again you get a speed bump, and like with the other ones, there's no indication that there's a speed bump. There's paint over them, but it's not a reflective paint, so you don't see it at night. And the speed bumps is the same color as the road, which is black, and it really doesn't help at all because you can't see anything. Yeah, a lot of the vehicles drive with their headlights or their high beams on, so it kind of distracts you a little bit. But yeah, just take it slow on these roads. So we passed a nice stretchy road, and now we've got another chicken here, bumpy road, and also still very dark. There's at least some buildings here now with some light that's on, but we're going straight onto gravel road, which is just about a kilometer we've got to travel on this stretchy road. wide awake again. So let's see. We've just turned on to NH69, and this is the Bangalore highway, which is not that smooth of a road, but it's okay, it's not too bad. There's quite a few small little houses, buildings next to the road. Yeah, it's like the little village that we're going through. At least this side there's some light. This road, which is NH69, has got major potholes. We just hit quite a big one. It's about 15 kilometers from Shimoga. This road is really bad condition, so this road you have to drive slow and be very careful. So keep your speed low, keep your eyes open. Because they appear out of nowhere, that's what it feels like, because you can't see them in the dark. And then you've got trucks driving with no backlights, and then you've got these little bumps, and then you've got, oh, he's got lights, it's just covered by banana leaves. Okay, so just be careful when you take this route. We've just crossed Shimoga, and we are 156 kilometers from Highlander. And roads are at this point in time quite quiet. It's 2:30 in the morning, so there isn't much vehicles on the road at the moment. And we've been driving continuously without a break. We haven't stopped yet, so since 9 o'clock we've left the house. So it's almost 6 hours? 5.5 hours? Yeah, we've been traveling for 5.5 hours now, and we'll probably reach Highlander at about 5:30 in the morning. So we'll keep you posted. We are currently passing through the Lion and Tiger National Reserve. So it's quite a bit of a forest area. As you can see, it's gone dark, it's gone single lane against us here, and we are doing a climb into the guards. So we might see some wildlife, we might not. We are currently about 24 kilometers from Jog Falls, which is the second highest, you said? Second highest waterfall in India. It's about 800 feet plus. So one of the places to visit, especially after some rainfalls, because then you can actually expect a spectacular view of the falls and how the water just flows down the mountains. It's absolutely beautiful to see and to witness. It's currently 10 to 4 in the morning. We've traveled for almost 7 hours straight without stopping, and it's about another hour and a half or so until we get into Highlander. This is what they call the guards. It's a road that's got super sharp turns, like what do you call them? turns. So when you drive here, just go very slowly. Yeah, you can get a bit of motion sickness when you can go down there. Yeah, some places the road is slightly narrow, so therefore go slow, because you can't see whether there's vehicles coming from the front with all the corners. You can at night, but still just be cautious while you're driving. Yeah, I think our bums are getting numb now because we're sitting for so long, and we're getting slightly tired from the drive now. But it's another hour or so, then we'll stop. About 34-35 k's from Runava. We're still in the guts, and there's a section where you've got, like you can see here, these reflective signs on the side of the road. We've just gone through a section where there is none of it. It was like about a kilometer's drive, about a kilometer or so, that doesn't have any of these reflectors. So when you do travel, you just please use your headlights and please drive slowly, because these bends are really, really sharp. You can see here again we're going through a stretch where there's no reflectors, and it makes it quite difficult to see exactly where the road is, and hence why you have to just go slow, because these turns also just creep up on you, like the potholes and the speed bumps from back in Shimoga. We've just come out of Runava. We're on our way to Gokarna. We wanted to stop over in Runava, but unfortunately nothing is open yet. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. So just about another hour and we'll be in Gokarna, so we thought we'll just take it a straight through, just drive for the next hour, and then we'll have a stop for some stretching of legs and going to the washroom and getting some tea or something. So it's about it's 20 past 6 in the morning. We've still got another 20 minutes, 40 minutes, about half an hour to travel to Gokarna. Like I said earlier, majority of the places are still closed. But as you can see, the scenery is quite beautiful. It's very green. Yeah, this is some landscaping, some farm or something. You do like farms?
Yes, I'm at the back. You can't see banana trees. Banana trees? I like bananas.
And there's a river, and then there in the back there's guys that's fishing, getting the morning catch. And here the road's closed on the one side, so they're traveling on the wrong side. The road's condition here, it's okay, it's not too bad. And kids have both woken up.
And we are eating our triangle chips or leftovers.
Yeah, they had snack like in the middle of the night of their Doritos, and they just woke up, so they're finishing that off. They're a little bit hungry now, so they've had a good sleep. You guys had a good sleep?
Yes.
You feeling better?
Yeah.
That's good. You can see.
I'm not wearing my seatbelt because it hurts my stomach.
Yeah. The seatbelt's feeling a little bit tight to William's stomach, so he's not wearing his seatbelt at the moment, which is fine, because he also just slept. The reason why the vehicles were traveling the wrong side is there was a landslide or some sort, yeah?
No, it was last time. You could see the mountain top of the mountain.
Excavate. What are these, Liam?
Excavators.
Excavators are there.
And that one has a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Oh, the black
They're just busy cleaning up that side. So I think they also had quite a bit of rain this side. Yeah, you do.
Hey, look! A waterfly!
This is one of the reasons why we drove through the night to get to Gokarna to see this, the sunrise. It is absolutely beautiful. You can see all the mist hanging over the hills over that side. And we are stretching our legs. And this side as well, the mist hanging over the hills over here. It is just past 6 o'clock in the morning and the roads are still quiet, as you can see. There's nothing really much there, but this was worth driving for. How long we drove? Like 10 hours? We drove for about 10 hours or something. Landslides this side. Definitely they've had big problems here probably. So the road is closed on the one side, so it's our double lane is transformed into single lane. One of the rivers. The hills with the cloud. We finally reached Goa. We're in South Goa. It is now 8 a.m. so 8 in the morning. We've just passed the Goa checkpost. So
They didn't stop us.
they didn't stop us.
They didn't check it.
They didn't check anything. They just let us drive through. So yeah, so we are finally in Goa. Now it's about another 98 kilometers until we get to the place where we're going to be staying, which is Anjuna beach.
That's another.
And see, this one is all happy and awake. We're going past, what's it, Tanshiwada?
Past Polo Beach.
Oh, we passed Polo beach as well just now. Yeah, so kitties are wide awake and they can't wait.
Kitties.
You are kitties.
Nice big kittens.
Okay, kids then. Okay, so we finally, like, they are awake and they just want to get to the beach and
Yes. Let's go up.
yeah, they just need Goa. Do you like Goa?
I got my grabber.
Yeah, you bought your grabber. Okay, we'll play on the beach later on. Okay. All right.
Why late?
Because it's too early. We still have to have breakfast somewhere, somehow.
We have breakfast.
What? Okay, chips wasn't breakfast actually, but it's fine.
But that's a snack.
Yeah, that was snack. Okay,
Snack breakfast.
so we'll check in with you guys
Late.
in a bit. we've driven non-stop for 11 hours. No, we did stop like for 5 minutes to take a picture of the sunset. But
Plus we're on the break.
yeah, it's just like literally just to get out the car, stretch our legs, and to get back in again. And we haven't stopped for anything, like going to the washroom or anything like that. So yeah, a long drive. This is South Goa's road, going all the way up to North Goa. We're driving. Yeah, we're driving along the coastline. That's also one of the reasons why it's so green here. What is that in front? Is that the beach in front? Or like the ocean? Or whatever you call it?
That's the ocean.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That is mountains. I mean hills. Sorry. For a second, it looked like water. It just because of being all tired. As you can see, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's green. And it's not exactly clear skies either, but it's good. We're seeing sunlight. This is one part of South Goa beach. It looks like this little island just here where the river goes into the ocean. Can't see much because of the barriers. As you can just see, it's loads of coconut trees.
It looks exactly like Durban to Ramsgate.
Yes, it looks like when we drive in South Africa from Durban to Ramsgate. I think this is one of the reasons why we took this whole road trip, was because that is just what we South Africans do. We love driving. Yep, a lot.
Johannesburg to Durban is the same distance as Bangalore to Durban.
Yeah, Johannesburg, where we stayed, to Durban is about 600, 700 kilometers, depending on which part of Durban you're going. And Bangalore to Goa is roughly about the same distance. It just takes almost double the time, because
Yeah,
time and a half.
kind of time.
Just because of the roads, it's not like just one open highway that you go straight. There's like the Ghats that we went through, which is so many twists and turns, and it's about, the Ghats were about 90 kilometers long.
It's between 65 to 80.
So the Ghats is about, yeah, was 60 to 80 kilometers long. So driving 60 to 80 kilometers in length, going like this the whole time, going hairpin turns, left, right,
I can still see more hills.
yeah, there's loads more hills. It's, if you suffer with motion sickness, you will probably get sick when you drive there,
Not just us.
but you just have to go slow. Luckily this one slept through it. He doesn't even know that he was traveling through there.
Yes,
And that one also slept. She's tired again. Yeah.
The bad roads in Goa.
Yeah. Oi. So we're still in South Goa. This is the highway, and it goes through the city. There's loads of shops on the side. Yeah, the roads here aren't that great. It's got,
In North Goa, it's better.
yeah, we'll see when we get up north. So this is National Highway 66.
So we are
We've got another 50 something, 52, 53 kilometers until we get to Anjuna. I don't know, I was going to ask the same thing. It's a big blue building. building. Is he building the harbour or bridge or what they're doing? A new bridge?
Doesn't look like a bridge, but doesn't look like that. Yeah, can be also bridge, yeah. That's the cable bridge.
Yeah. There's a couple of ferries and some ships over there. Let's see where you're driving us.
You missed the holes.
So we finally got to our end destination, Anjuna, Goa, or Anjuna Beach in Goa. We reached around about between 10:30 and 11 a.m. after almost a 14-hour drive, which was really exhausting. So we didn't do much for the day. When we came here, we just went just to drive around just to see a little bit where all the supermarkets or like little shops is around us in our area. And we had like lunch at a restaurant here in the complex itself, which is called Chili and Spice. Yeah, it's called Chili and Spice. They're very reasonably priced, and their food is actually quite decent. It's quite nice. So if you're living in the Anjuna area where we're at, it's definitely recommended to go have a bite there. And when we came back after that, when we came into our 2 BHK that we are staying in, we just had a bit of a nap, me and Noel, my name's dad, because we were exhausted after the 14-hour drive. So we just had a bit of a nap, and they were sitting and they were playing, because they slept during the traveling stuff. So we had a bit of a nap, and we went for a bit of a walk on the beach after that, on Anjuna Beach itself. We went for a bit of a walk, and we went to one of the supermarkets because we're staying in the self-catering place, so we went to go and get some groceries and that. But when you are coming to North Goa, it is best to travel through, it's Hubli side, isn't it? Yeah, it's Hubli side that you're coming through in North Goa. We recommend that route, but we didn't take that route for one of the reasons that there was a lot of rain and that, so there was a lot of road works and that, so the roads were closed. So we got recommended by one of our friends to rather take this route because there's no road works, it's easy to go through. But coming through South Goa to North Goa, we don't recommend it because there's a lot of road works. They're busy putting up a new highway. So from South Goa all the way up to North Goa, we were traveling. They are busy putting up a highway, and there's a lot of construction there. So that took what, like an hour of our time extra? Yeah, so it took a lot of our time to get through from South to North. But if you're going straight to South Goa, to one of the beaches in South Goa itself, that's a perfect route which we've traveled on. But if you are going to North Goa, which is Moyobago Beach and Anjuna, and which is the other ones, Arambol and that, we would rather recommend you taking another route because the road we got through from, it took forever. The section that we went through is just, there's just way too many roadworks, and it's a lot of diversions and things. So that section really wasn't really nice, and after traveling for so long during the entire night, you don't want to sit in traffic and you don't want to sit and do diversions, and it just got way too long. You just want to get to your final destination and get there and relax. So it took us a while to finally get here, but we got here. So in the evening, or like late afternoon, we took a bit of a walk on the beach. We went to just walk around and relax, and yeah, so we really got a bit of, it's not really sunburn, it's windburn. So yeah, so while you are traveling, please, how can I say, just be aware of the roads in front of you. Just take note and be patient while you're traveling. Please don't do rash traveling and speeding and all of that. because a lot of sections of the roads doesn't look that great. There's a couple of sections that we went through that the roads were really, really bad, and then there's other sections where the roads were really, really good. So it all just depends on the route that you're traveling with. And always carry a lot of water. Please hydrate as you're driving. I know it's difficult, especially being in India. It's one thing that we've noticed. There isn't a lot of places to stop. Okay, so in South Africa, we've got this thing of where on the highway every couple of kilometers you've got, it's called Wimpy, which is like a restaurant, or a Starbucks, or a Steers restaurant, where you've got places to stop over. They've got washrooms, it's filling stations, it's food restaurant that you can eat. So you've got these places roughly every 10 kilometers you've got these places to stop in. Here in India, we traveled right through from Bangalore on the diversion road that we took, which is from Bangalore to Shimoga and Honover and what was it? I can't remember the name, so we traveled through. It's too tired still. Gokarna, and that you don't have places where you can stop and stretch your legs, or use a washroom, or even just grab a bite to eat, because everything is closed during the night. So in South Africa, we've got these 24-hour stops that you can stop at, and even though you've got them, they aren't. There's cameras and things, but they aren't really that safe. You never know when someone is just gonna go and grab you and that. But here in India, like after 10 o'clock, places closed down and nothing is open. So we had to push through until we got to. But the drive was worthwhile. Like I said, we were exhausted by the time we got here because it was a long drive. But we really enjoyed it. We love doing our long drives. We love doing sightseeing and things like that. And being homeschooling the kids, we're not set on just going on school holidays. We can do it in off-peak seasons. We can do whenever we want to go on holiday. We can go on holiday and we don't have any issues. My head all over the place. And but there's another thing that I didn't mention at the start of the video, is we got a car. It's like an emergency starter kit. Basically, I'll put the link down below. There's something similar that I found on Amazon, which is almost the same as what we've got. It is like a backup power bank, but this backup power bank is so cool because you can actually, it's called an emergency kit for a reason. Okay, this power backup, you can charge any of the phones. They've got different USB ports that you can connect to your different phone ports, whichever port your phone uses. But I've noticed it's one of the phones that I've got, it doesn't have that port, so I can't charge my phone through that backup on their wire, but I could still put my phone's USB cable into that to charge it. And you can actually start your vehicle with that because it's a vehicle emergency kit, so you can restart your vehicle with it if you have a low battery. It's got jumper cables in it and all sort of other attachments which I'm not familiar with. But I'll put the link below in the description of something similar that I found on Amazon, and which is something that we recommend for every vehicle to have. Doesn't matter what the situation, whether you're just doing your normal traveling, or whether you are doing traveling from one state to the other. It is always useful to have these type of things. And also this battery backup power system it's got a flashlight in it as well. Now the one that we've got has got the flashlight is either like a normal flashlight, or it is like your SOS type of flashlight, so the flashlight actually blinks, so it depends on how you would put the setting for that. And we got that from Kia in South Africa when we bought one of our vehicles there from them. It's Kia Constantia Kloof in South Africa, and we bought a Kia Rio from them, and then we got that as well as part of the vehicle package that we got. But that is also something that we do recommend for everybody. So with traveling for long distances, please always carry water with you to drink, and carry a like an extra flashlight or something like that, or even if you can get these power backups, it really helps to know that you've got this backup for you. And carry snacks that you can eat, not just sweet things, but also like your dried fruits or some normal fruits. We had some dried fruit packages which got your dates and raisins and things, or we had like your crisps or chips, as some people call it. And then the kids had some like jelly sweeties. They had their chips, they've had fruits. We've also took bread with us, like peanut butter sandwiches you can make to eat on. And some fruits, we had bananas, you can also take some apples, just to snack on something while you're traveling, because that also helps to keep you awake. And when you're traveling during the night, you tend to get more hungry, so you rather want to have something that you can snack on just to keep you going for that time. Also, you don't want your blood sugar and stuff to drop as well. So yeah, that was our travel from Bangalore all the way through to Goa, Anjuna beach, or Anjuna where we were staying. And it was a long travel. It was, like I said, it was almost 14 hours, but definitely worth it. We love traveling by our own vehicle. So if you have a chance to do that, if you're traveling from any other state, the best way to travel is either through train or through your own vehicle, because you get to see the different sites, the different areas around you. And for the kids especially being homeschooled, but even any other kid, even if they're going to school, it's awesome because you can see that, you can teach them about different cities, and it becomes a geography lesson for the kids, because they learn so much from different states and all those things. So you want to expose them to that, and that is one of the reasons why we chose to homeschool as well, because we are able to take the kids from, like whenever we want to go on holiday, we can go in season, out of season, but we prefer taking holidays out of season or low season, because places are quiet, they're not that busy. We don't like that busy hustle bustle. We're not fans of that. We like the quietness. So we tend to take holidays in those times where it's like off season and it's quiet. Okay, so all the links of everything that I spoke about will all be down in the description. Okay, if you guys have any comments, please leave us comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that you get notifications of our next videos coming up. But also we will be doing a day-to-day of our travels here in India, in Goa. So we're going to be going and visiting a couple of beaches in Goa itself, and we'll be making a video for each beach that we are going to. So if you don't hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you won't be notified of when we are going to be doing new videos. So please go and hit that subscribe button one day. We'll check you guys again soon. Bye.